regular here, you'll notice that there's a slight change in the background. That is because I'm downstairs because our bedroom is a complete tip and we are now in gym ball territory, so I am bouncing on a gym ball to try and get comfortable. So yeah, so this is going to be a 35 and 36 week update because I didn't film last week. Because I had a really busy week, so last Friday when I normally put a video up was my last day of work before maternity leave, so I kind of wanted to enjoy that really. And then the following day was my baby shower and stuff, so it was quite a busy weekend. And then obviously now I'm trying to settle into like my first week of maternity leave and there's loads to do before the baby comes, so that's kind of been occupying my time a lot. So I thought instead of stressing about blogging and putting out some kind of mediocre content, I would rather just take a week off and take a week off blogging and YouTube and stuff. But I need to sort my hair out because it's a right mess today. That week is now over, so I'm obviously back to filming with messy hair. Okay. So yeah, 35 and 36 week pregnancy update. So currently I am now 36 weeks and 6 days. So tomorrow I'm going to be hitting the big 37 mark, which is huge. When you're 37 weeks, you're obviously then classed as full-term pregnancy and your baby can arrive at any point really up until like, yeah, your due date. Hiccups now. Yeah, so he could be here at any point really now, which is quite scary because I'm not ready. And Rich really thinks that he's going to be here soon, sooner rather than later, because I've had quite a few like early labour symptoms and stuff, like not like as in he's going to be here in 10 minutes, but like he could be here in the next few weeks. So yeah, so we're just kind of trying to get as organised as possible. I don't feel ready is in the sense that I want everything to be as close to perfect as possible. Like I appreciate that everything's not going to be perfect because it never will be. But I just want the house to be in some kind of reasonable state. I want his stuff to be packed away a little bit more than it is. And have some places and stuff. Like I've put up his bouncer here and I've started making like changing stations, so with nappies in, like just like boxes with nappies and wipes in, and just planting them around where he would be changed. And yeah, because before everything was like everything that basically was the baby's was put in his wardrobe, which isn't realistic because his wardrobe should just be for his clothes, and it now has to just be for his clothes because he's got so many of them. So yeah, that's how far gone I am. So symptom wise, in week 35 I had some diarrhea and some backache, which is meant to be like a pre-labour symptom. So that's kind of what's kicked Rich off starting to think that he's going to be here soon. But I think that means like within the next couple of hours, and he definitely wasn't. So he's still in my belly. And this week, so my first week of maternity leave, I've been really quite tired and emotional and quite overwhelmed. And I can't work out if it's because I'm at home and I've got a lot on my plate, like trying to get things ready, or if it's hormonal. So I'm not really sure, like I'm still trying to get to the bottom of that. I feel better today, like because I just feel a bit more in control. But today I've obviously like got dressed, gone out the house, done a food shop and stuff. Like the house is still ridiculously messy. After my baby shower we bought so much that I can't, like I'm trying to find places for everything, but I'm trying to do things properly and like empty out cupboards to put his stuff into. So like we bought bottles and stuff, so instead of just putting them in his wardrobe like I normally would, I'm trying to like clear out a space in the kitchen where he should be basically. So yeah, so that's kind of why it's taking a long time. What else have I wrote down? My belly started to make popping noises, which according to the midwife is quite normal, but it would just sound like there's static electricity coming from my belly, like a popping, crackling noise. They said they don't know whether it's his joints clicking or my joints clicking or water, like water bubbles or something. But yeah, so my belly started to pop, which is really funny whenever he moves. And what else? Oh, and yeah, and then this week I've started to suffer with pelvic girdle pain, which is where you wake, like, well, for me, I wake up and if I haven't used my pregnancy pillow in the night, like it slipped out or something, my hips and my back and my knees, like, but that's more something else. My hips, my back really, really hurt. There's a DFS fan just pulling up, that's the noise. Yeah, my hips and back really, really hurt, so that's kind of been giving me a lot of jip this week. But as long as I use my belly just popped, but I don't know if you heard it. As long as I use a pregnancy pillow, it's not that bad. Food cravings, I have wrote down, I did this yesterday, that there's nothing. But this week when I went shopping, like just now, today when I went shopping, I really fancied peach slices, like in the tin can, which was a really early pregnancy symptom that I had, and I've been mentioning this for a couple of weeks now. Like, I've had a lot of my first trimester cravings come back. I think I've said symptoms at some point in this sentence, and I meant cravings. So yeah, so I've been craving peach slices today, so I bought some of those and I'm going to have them in a minute. Movement. So last Friday he went a little bit quiet, which really actually was probably, I don't know, every time he goes quiet I panic, but like quickly am corrected because he'll pep up the second I need him to. So like, obviously when your baby goes quiet, you're instructed to drink some cold, like drink something cold or something fizzy and lie on your left hand side and then count the movements. And normally pretty quickly he will do, like he'll come back into action after that. But this Friday for some reason he just wasn't. Like, I think I counted 6 movements for 2 hours and you're supposed to count 10. So I was getting really, really nervous and was getting prepared to be going to hospital. And then I woke up, I got up at about 11 because it was quite late when I started to count them, and ate some sweets and had another like glass of water, and then he was like crazy moving. So he had worried me for a little bit and then like, came back. But since then he's been moving so much this week, it's ridiculous. And he's like, today especially, he's all like elbows and knees, and you can start to really like pick out some definition to what's him, like what body part is moving and stuff. But yeah, they said like movements are meant to like slow down during your last part of pregnancy, which I don't think is true. Like, I don't think you're meant to really listen to that, and you're still meant to be cautious. But he's like been his most active, I would say, so far. His gender is still a boy. I don't know why that question's in there every time. Sleep. Sleep's been really difficult this week. I struggle to get off to sleep. Like, Rich will be asleep at like 10ish, and then I won't sleep for another hour. Like, I just kind of like lie there and think about the world. Yeah, so sleep's been really difficult, and then I'll wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning for a wee and then be like wide awake. And then just as I start to drift off at about 6:30, it's time for Rich to get up. And like, because I'm on maternity leave, like I'm trying my best to get up when Rich gets up and make the most of the days and be productive, like, and not lie in and stuff. So I get up then too. But then I normally tend to like go and eat my breakfast and watch a couple of episodes of Teen Mum, so I might as well have slept. So yeah, stretch marks. There are still no stretch marks, but as I've said in previous videos, I'm pretty sure once the baby's out and like everything goes back to normal, that's when we're gonna see the stretch. Do I miss anything? Yes. This week's been hard. I went shopping with my mum on Wednesday, so 2 days ago, and we went into Zara, and there are so many nice clothes in there at the moment, and I couldn't buy anything, like really. I bought like, well, this top's from Topshop, I bought this, and I bought a shirt for when he's here and a couple of cardigans and a coat. But like, I really wanted to buy so much. Like, it sounds really spoiled and it's stupid. But this week I've started to kind of feel a bit more like big and stuff, and it's quite hard. Like, I don't know, like I'm not ready for the baby to come out now, like in the sense that like I'm still quite happy incubating him for a bit. Like, I'm not desperate for him to come out yet. But I am looking forward to getting my figure like back and getting back to like looking and feeling like myself. Because also like for the whole 9 months I've been quite hormonal and I haven't felt myself 100% all the time. So I'm quite excited, like hopefully when he's here, like after a couple of weeks and things have settled down, like my personality will, like, I'll be less irritable. That's gonna be the main thing. Like, I've been really, really irritable. Is that even the word? Yeah, so that's been hard. So yes. Oh, also, like, I finally reached a point where like my maternity jeans aren't worth wearing because the band just slips down, it doesn't cover my bump anymore. So I end up walking around with like the bottom part of my belly out, which is not attractive for anybody. So I've kind of been sticking to leggings, long tops and like sweatpants. So that doesn't help when you're not kind of feeling your best, like having no clothes. isn't ideal. So the best moment this week, there's been a few. So my baby shower was really great. I really wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. And it was exactly what we needed. Like, we were both kind of on the fence. Like, I did want to have one, but Rich was really like against it. Like, he didn't like the idea of it at all. Because he just felt like it was like grabbing for presents, which it wasn't. Like, no one had to buy anything, like they just chose to. But yeah, it was really lovely, like, to have family and friends around us, and everyone was really excited, and it went really well. And even he was like, that's exactly like what we needed. Like, it just makes you feel really excited again and close, and you realise that you have people around you and stuff. So that was really lovely. Shopping with my mum was really nice, and it was really surreal to think, like, because we went out properly shopping, like went to a city, went to Bristol and stuff, and it was really odd to think that, like, the next time we do that, we'll be taking the baby with us. What else? Me and Rich have been getting on really well. Not saying we don't get on all the time, because we do, but obviously when you're married and you live together and you're a couple, there's always niggles and stuff, but we've both made like a really massive effort to be like, not like on purpose, like we just found that we're doing it, to be like super nice to each other and stuff, and we're getting on so well. And I think it helps that like, because we work together sometimes, and that can be quite difficult, and obviously I'm not at work, so we kind of have time to miss each other now, so that's really nice. And then we have time to like talk in the evenings, because normally I just talk to him all day, whilst now like I actually give him an update on the end of the day and stuff, so that's really been nice. And like, we're way more supportive of each other. Like, this makes us sound like we're not happily married, because we absolutely are, but like, sometimes, like, I don't know, I don't really know how to describe it. Say I was worried about something, sometimes, like, I don't know, it feels like when you can constantly get to each other, like at work, you can constantly like offload your head all the time, so you'll say it then and there. Whilst now, like, I'll have to make a real effort to tell Rich something. Like, say I was stressed about, like, the other day, this is like stupid, so we've been bought about 12 baby blankets, and I have nowhere to put them, so like, it's such a first world problem. So I was like, oh, I feel really overwhelmed, like, we've got so much rubbish like out, like the house is such a mess. I was like, I don't even know where to put anything. How pathetic is it that I'm overwhelmed by baby blankets? And Rich's like, oh, it's not pathetic, like, I find it overwhelming too. And because you're making more of an effort to talk to each other properly, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but that's been really nice. The worst moment, yesterday was pretty hard. Like, I felt really overwhelmed and really emotional, and I had some like major guilt for things. So I felt guilty that the house is a mess. I felt guilty that I hadn't done the food shopping because I'd forgotten to get the car that day. Like, Rich had taken it to work, and I hadn't even thought that I needed to do the food shopping. It's a very complicated life. And just, I felt really tearful and like really over emotional. Yeah, and I think I felt a bit poorly too, so that was quite hard. And when Rich came in, I kind of like had to tell him, like, I just need like 10 minutes to myself and stuff, like, I'm really struggling. So that was really hard. But I feel better today, like I said, for getting up and getting dressed. Not that I've not got up and dressed, but like making an effort to like do my makeup, and I blow dried my hair, and have gone out and done the food shopping. So that was good. And looking forward to, I am really looking forward to the baby coming, but like I said, like, I still feel like I have a lot to do. So I'm more looking forward to getting my jobs done, and hopefully, touch wood, having a week of watching like box sets and stuff, because that's kind of what maternity leave is supposed to be about. Yeah, so I really want to watch like some telly and just have a really nice rest, even if it's just a couple of days before the baby arrives. And then obviously I'm looking forward to his arrival, but we both have like a really big gut feeling that because I'm not ready, like, and I'm like, yeah, you can stay, like, you can stay in there for as long as you want, he's probably going to pop out anytime soon. Like, because I'm really loving maternity leave. Like, Rich is getting fed up because people at work who are like really supportive and lovely are like, oh, is she bored yet? And he's like, no, she loves it. Like, I really am enjoying maternity leave, and I don't see that stopping. Like, I'm pretty good at keeping myself really busy. So like I said, like, I just create tasks around the house, or I've got my blog and YouTube, or I can see my mum and friends and stuff. So I'm pretty happy as I am at the moment. So I think he's probably gonna just make an arrival. So yeah, Hopefully I'll be doing a 37-week update and a 38-week update. But if I'm not, then obviously the next couple of videos are going to be baby related, which is also really exciting. So yeah, if you liked this video, please subscribe. So the things that you can expect from this channel, if you don't already subscribe, are pregnancy and baby related things. If you have any requests, then please let me know in the comment section, because obviously I'm going to be filming a lot more now. And yeah, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!